tonight I'm going to be showing you guys what we do in an evening here. To start, we are going to rebed June's stall. I don't do that every night, but it's been about a week or two since we last put new bedding in here, so we're going to get that taken care of. This corner of her stall is her favorite area to lay down, so I'm going to make sure she has lots of extra bedding over here. And then this area, the back wall has been getting soaked because of the rain. The rain's coming in somehow, so just going to try to keep some nice shavings there. That way it will soak all that up so she won't get a flooded stall. I find it easier to just cut the bags open and then just dump a bucket of water on them rather than getting a hose and doing all that. I think this way is just a little bit easier. And then you just dump the water on top like that. Same thing with this one over here. A little square. Cutting with one hand is not for me, especially since I'm left-handed, so these scissors don't work that well for me anyway. So we'll go get some water and let these two soak. I like to do about, a bucket of water on each bag, and then I'll do two if I notice it needs a little more time soaking, but most of the time one is enough. All right, that'll start expanding. Just one more bucket for that one. All right, so those are gonna soak, and then I think I'm gonna go get Cruiser, Victor, and June's grain ready. Here's all their feed containers. We'll start with Victor. Victor will get a half scoop of Synergize. And then he will get a tablespoon of salt. Next is Cruiser, and his is a little more complicated than everyone else's. He gets the alfalfa pellets, so we actually have to let his sit for about 30 minutes before we can add his grain. So a half scoop of those. And then we take it over and fill it with some water. You have to let alfalfa pellets soak and expand because they can expand inside the horse, and then that will just cause some choking issues and things like that. So we like to make sure we give them at least 30 minutes to expand before we feed them. And then June, she has been started on a half scoop of Synergize, as well as her normal 2 pounds of Essential K. She's already outside waiting. She heard me. She gets super excited to come in every night. Now that her grain is done, I'm back in her stall. So she already has her 2 hay bags ready and then her water over there. I do that in the morning, and then I cleaned her stall as well, but she needed bedding, so that's what we're doing tonight. As you can see, they're definitely starting to expand. I'll give them a few more minutes, and maybe I'll add another half bucket to each of them. All right, it's been a few more minutes, so now I'm gonna dump the shavings out and then get her all situated. This one's a bit heavier than the other one. The ones on the bottom get a lot more soaked up than the rest of them, so those ones are always pretty fine by the time they come out, while as the others might still be in pellet form a little bit. So she's got her 2 piles. I'm gonna get the extra fine pine shavings mixed in with those, and then her stall will be all ready for her to come in and eat dinner. I've already got some of them waiting out there, and she is waiting right over there. That should definitely be plenty to keep her happy. I'm gonna go grab a pitchfork. That way we can get this bedding all spread out. Okay, we've got it all spread out. I think she should be happy. She's got a comfy, cozy place to lay. And then we got these shavings over here. Hopefully it will keep it less wet back here. Hopefully it also stops raining. I think we've had enough rain. So we've got this all spread out. We'll go back and check how Cruiser's pellets are soaking. Cruiser's grain still needed some more time, so I just got Victor's in there, and then June's is ready. So we're gonna try to grab him. Cruiser's gonna be cranky because he doesn't get to eat first this time. But June and Victor are also ready. Cruiser's definitely not happy about this arrangement, but we did get June in her stall, and then Victor as well. He's eating his dinner. Is Cruiser being bully? Yeah, he's not very happy about this. Cruiser buddy, I think you have some food aggression. And you, lovely girl, you don't need any. You stay fat on air. Sorry. Are you done, big boy? I can see your dinner all over your face. Like always. Always a messy eater. Just because you're one giant little toddler. But you're like a 16 two-hand toddler. Cruiser's pellets are pretty well soaked, so we're going to start adding his grain. He gets a full scoop of Synergize. And then he gets half a pound of Essential K, as well as 1 tablespoon of salt, just because he stays a little less hydrated than everyone, so we want to make sure he's drinking. We'll add water and then get it all mixed up. His bucket weighs quite a bit more than everyone else's, but he also needs to weigh quite a bit more. I just put Victor back out, and now Cruiser is very impatiently waiting for his dinner. Excuse me, bud. All right, enjoy. That'll probably take him approximately 3 hours to eat. Kidding, but it feels like 3 hours. Probably more like 15 minutes, just because he's a distracted eater. All right, Cruiser and Victor. Well, this is Victor, that's Cruiser. But they are both back outside for the night, and then everyone else is good to go out here. So we're gonna shut the barn up. And then June's ready for her good night treats as well. Miss Junebug, I got your good night treats. You ready? There you go, pretty girl. So there is our night routine as of right now, as we are on full watch for June and waiting for her to have her little baby. She just wants to cook it as long as she can. So that is what we do in a night. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments.